Couple of Ghostbusters Afterlife things going on right now. This movie releases November 19th, and I'm very excited for this movie. They're hitting all the right nostalgia cues with it. I see a lot of comparisons to Stranger Days. I'd never watched Stranger Days, so that's not really going to be a factor for me. I think this movie looks like it does what 2016 didn't do, which is actually respect what came before it. I think it's probably going to be a good movie, and they're throwing a lot of nostalgia in there for a reason. They want you to forget about 2016 Ghostbusters. They want you to forget about it. And there's good reason for that, and I'm going to get to that in a second. But I want to talk about what's going on with this movie. So you can see critics giving it kind of a low 72%, which isn't too surprising. I've done a video on that. The big reason for that is because of the nostalgia and the Easter eggs. They don't like that. They don't like that because 2016 should have been loved and you should have accepted it. They have such a hard on for that movie. It's hilarious. They love that 2016 Ghostbusters movie. That movie is a piece of shit. Let's be honest. That movie sucks. It should have never had the name Ghostbusters attached to it. But they decided to not do a movie like this and go ahead with that one. There's such a long story behind that, and them like trying to shut out Ivan Reitman and make sure he didn't have any say. A lot of emails came out on that. Yesterday, they released a final trailer. Or not yesterday, but a few days ago, they released a final trailer, which I liked a lot. And they've also released some clips recently. And I've liked everything that I've seen. I'm really hyped for this movie, and I think that, it's because I grew up loving this franchise, I think, like a lot of people, and I'm really looking forward to finally getting something proper. We did kind of get something close to that a few years ago with that Ghostbusters 3 video game, which is a great game, by the way. I think I might play it on Twitch just to do something before this movie comes out. But they're trying to use nostalgia to bait in older fans, and I gotta say it's it's working, at least for me. I think this movie's going to have a pretty good box office. But the people on Twitter and the critics, they don't like this movie. So what are they doing now? After attacking this movie relentlessly with 2016 bullshit that's not working because nobody cared about that damn movie as much as they want to make you think that people did. They're now attacking the relationship between Jason Reitman and his father. Going after family again, which is pathetic and low. Now, they were kind of doing this a little dirtier with Chris Pratt recently, but now they're going after the fact that this man is the son of Ivan Reitman. And they're saying nepotism. Sure. But you know what? Why does nepotism matter now? Because there's a lot of nepotism in Hollywood. It's all over the place. So, what the hell does it matter now? Oh, now nepotism is a big deal because we have to find any damn way we can to attack this movie to make it fail. And they're doing their damnedest to do it. A Ghostbusters Afterlife director roasted for rebooting his dad's series. Ivan Reitman, if you don't know, is the director of the original two Ghostbusters. Jason Reitman is his son. They've told stories. He was on the set, from what I understand, when he was filming these films. I don't know if that's 100% true, but I'm pretty sure I heard that in one of the interviews for this movie. By the way, where's Ecto 2? Did Ray take that one and Egon took Ecto 1? I don't know what's going on there. But anyway, so now they're trying to trash him for taking over his father's movie. By the way, Ivan Reitman, very involved in this movie. The producer tag that he has on this movie, I don't think it's all in name. He's heavily involved in this film. He's trying to help his son build a career. That's what's going on here. And what parent wouldn't do that, by the way? So I think this nepotism thing is bullshit. It happens all the time in Hollywood, but now because, well, they're giving in to those toxic man babies, now it's a bad deal. You see how these hypocrites, all around hypocrites. So this is the kind of stuff they're saying. Men will literally make a multi-million-dollar flop movie instead of going to therapy. I don't think this movie is going to be a flop, though they will. Of course, this is a blue check mark. They're saying he needs therapy for taking his dad's movie franchise. So they're saying it's going to be a flop. I don't know if that's true. We'll see. So many men become filmmakers instead of going to therapy. This is a response to this tweet. Jason Reitman, son of the original Ghostbusters director Ivan Reitman, vowed to never touch the franchise. Eventually, Reitman realized he couldn't keep running away from his legacy, but rather he must face it head on. Very Kendall Roy saying dad's plan was better. Here is a male feminist, I believe, saying men will literally cash in on a franchise predicated on forced nostalgia in an industry rampant with nepotism rather than go to therapy. So because he did this movie, is apparently some kind of bad relationship with his father. He needed to go to therapy when really I'm pretty sure he probably wants to do his father proud with this. And I think that he likely is from everything that I've seen. And they hate the nostalgia in this so much because of that stupid 2016 movie. I bet if I searched all these people's timelines, I would find people that let me change it. Not anti, but them going against people that criticized the 2016 Ghostbusters movie. Wish he'd gone one further and vowed to never touch a camera. So this person saying that he should have never directed simply because he's going to make this movie. He should have never became a director. So there's more out there. I'm just using this Screen Rant article. So, I mean, going after this guy's relationship with his father, this is nothing, unusual for Twitter. I like to do this to show how disgusting they are. To talk about, we'll write an article now about him and his father, because there is no low with these people. They have no limits. They don't care. They'll go as low as possible. But one of the reasons they're going into nostalgia for this is because, as Box Office Pro points out here, the monkey on this movie's back, right under cons, is the 2016 reboot. One of the reasons that they're throwing nostalgia in here so much is because of the fact that that movie was so effing bad that they need the nostalgia in here to let you know this movie is not connected to that pile of shit. They need you to know that movie and this movie are not connected. Here's all this awesome stuff that you remember from these old ones you actually liked. This is why you should see this movie. Because they're estimating that because of that movie, this movie, its box office might get held back. They're predicting a long range of somewhere between 130 and 190 million, which is kind of a low bar. This movie needs to make more money than that. It might be a flop because of 2016. And will it be good? Word of mouth will help it too. And they also point out here that this movie is trying to be more family accessible, and that, parents might not want to take their young kids to the film. This is something I didn't even think about. A lot of parents might not want to take their kids to theaters because of all the fear mongering of the coof. So I don't know. It is true that this is a kid's movie. Like a lot of these other movies, geared towards more the teenager range. So I don't know. I hope it does really good. I want this movie to succeed just so, we can have a good movie. That's the big plus. And also so we can laugh at the 2016 people. Here's a good movie. Sorry, your movie sucked and nobody liked it. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, make sure to follow me over on Twitch. I do watch parties, play video games over there. They're always fun. Follow me over there. and come hang out. Also, make sure you subscribe to YellowFlash, my other channel. There's a link to that in the description as well. I do a lot of live streams over there that I don't do on this channel, usually smaller and a little bit more personal. So make sure you follow me over there and sign up.